In this video, we're covering one of the most bizarre diving videos publicly available on YouTube. The dive involves a group of 3 divers, one apparently being Tarek Omar, planning to do a 100-meter deep technical dive in the Blue Hole of Dahab, also known as the Diver's Cemetery. Immediately at the beginning of the dive, you start to question this diver's experience, as his tank setup looks a little loose and he seems to paddle with his hands more than once. While this isn't a hard rule, you are taught to swim using your fins and to use your hands as little as possible, even in recreational diving. And for anyone unfamiliar, tech diving is a step above recreational diving where you go beyond those limits, and usually you do need to have experience before doing so. There's a couple certifications before you get here, especially doing a 100-meter deep dive. Now, we just started this dive, right? And this guy has been sinking uncontrollably to the bottom and is now destroying the reef. A big no-no in Egypt. Now, he could be overweighted, but that seems a little unlikely considering that you need to plan your dives out to some serious detail when diving this deep. Now, this isn't a sign of clumsiness. It's a clear sign of a lack of fundamental skills like buoyancy control and situational awareness, and this guy is giving the okay signal as if everything is going fine. These are skills the diver should have had when doing a deep recreational dive to 30 meters, let alone a dive as deep and difficult as this. And throughout the descent and this footage, he just looks more and more confused and just gives the okay signal 1,000 times. Just look at that regulator placement. It looks like it's about to pop out of his mouth. It's almost like you would think this is staged. He's so oblivious to him sinking deeper and deeper that the guy filming is getting frustrated and tries to help him, and you really start to wonder, how did someone get here? How did he convince them he's a tech diver? Because this guy is in no way certified, and if he is, he must have faked it or bought one off of AliExpress or something. Tech diving goes beyond recreational depths of 40 meters and therefore requires more prep and training. Tech diving certifications require you to have at least logged a certain amount of dives. For example, Paddy's Trimix 65 course requires previous certifications in addition to 100 dives. TDI's Advanced Trimix Diver, which allows you to go to depths as deep as 100 meters, requires the same amount of dives in addition to at least 25 of those being deeper than 30 meters and previous certification. And in those 100 dives, which is the bare minimum by the way, you would have at least learned to be somewhat decent at your buoyancy aka trim and probably your fin technique too. Now, the person filming realizes that the unconcerned diver still needs to switch his gas mixture for the depth they are currently at, so he assists. Because the drop-off is so steep, the diver filming signals to the oblivious diver to swim closer to the reef wall to avoid him sinking any further. What happens next will drive you crazy. You can notice the cameraman getting more and more frustrated as the diver sinks uncontrollably and slams into the reef again before looking at his diving computer for the very first time. According to the video's description, the dive went to a maximum depth of 67 meters, which they're pretty close to right now, meaning this guy was at dangerously deep depths, knowing absolutely nothing or seemingly nothing about scuba diving. Lucky for him, the diver filming knows the basic skill of inflating your BCD if you're sinking. After getting his BCD inflated by the other diver, again a very basic skill you learn in your first class, he gives the double OK signal, indicating he's in no capacity whatsoever aware of the danger he's in at these depths. All while the diving computers are bleeping incredibly loudly. Okay, I'm starting to think that he actually knows how to inflate his BCD. Rest assured, you'll find out shortly. Now, I could be wrong, but I believe the diver who's filming asked him to check his air, and what he's indicating here is the current signal, but at the same time he's also flapping a bunch with his fingers. I thought he kind of did the 50 bar low air signal, but then he showed his fingers as well. I really can't tell what he's trying to say here. He doesn't have any knowledge of the regular universal hand signals of scuba diving. Things you learn during recreational scuba diving, mind you. Now, I was talking about his inflator earlier, so let's take a look if he... Oh, nope. He crashes into the bottom again. Unbelievable. But wait. There is more to it. As the diver filming checks his dive computers, we spin back around, and there it is, the OK signal. This guy has no clue what kind of danger he's in. I am surprised he's remaining so calm that he has just not a care in the world about him sinking, crashing into the reef and needing a bunch of help. How is he not concerned with what is going on? At the end of the video, they check his equipment and start their ascent, to which point he floats away again, uncontrollably, not paying attention, with no care in the world whatsoever, and then the video ends. The divers surface safely, but survival alone doesn't mean the diver is done correctly. Dives like this show how untrained or undertrained divers can mistake luck for skill and normalize serious mistakes when there are no immediate consequences. And overconfidence can be fatal. Technical diving, especially with trimix at extreme depths, demands proper training, correctly configured equipment, and fundamental skills, more than just the basics, that are automatic and repeatable under stress. While he did survive the dive, hopefully he took the feedback seriously and was corrected about these issues on the surface. Otherwise, he'll just do it again, but then with a different instructor. And next time, he might not be so lucky.